गुड मॉर्निंग इंडिया। मैं आरजे सानिया सिंह स्वागत करती हूँ आपका 20.24 एफएम पे। सुनते रहो, थिएटर देखते रहो। आपका स्वागत है हमारे इस मशहूर रेडियो शो पर, जहां हम बात करते हैं थिएटर के बारे में, इंडियन कलाकारों के बारे में। और आज हमारे साथ जुड़ रहा है एक वेरी वेल नोन थिएटर ग्रुप कमिंग फ्रॉम द नॉर्थ, राइट फ्रॉम द टॉप. We have Natrang from Jammu. Established in 1983 by Balwant Thakur, Natrang has performed over 5,000 shows in the past 28 years. अब इससे पहले कि हम नतरंग के मशहूर कलाकारों से मिले, बताइए जनता, आपको क्या लगता है सिनेमोग्राफी होता क्या है? जी हाँ, आज का हमारा टॉपिक होने वाला है सिनेमोग्राफी। तो उठाइए फोन, लगाइए नंबर और बताइए हमें आपकी जुबानी कि सिनेमोग्राफी होता क्या है। ओहो, लुक्स लाइक वी गेटिंग अ कॉल। चलिए सुनते हैं।
नमस्ते मैडम, मेरा नाम सिद्धांत है। अपन मुंबई से बोल रहा है। तो सीनोग्राफी माने अपना ये इंग्लिश में क्या बोलते हैं? हाँ, सीनोग्राफी इज द डिज़ाइन ऑफ द परफॉर्मेंस। तो डिज़ाइन बोले तो लाइटिंग, कॉस्ट्यूम, मेकअप आणि द फुल एनवायरमेंटल सेटअप है कि नहीं?
क्या बात है, अपने अंदाज में क्या डिफाइन किया है आपने। लेट्स टेक वन मोर कॉल।
Hi, this is Laura from Calcutta. According to me, scenography is an artistic perspective covering the visual composition. It is a sensory as well as an intellectual expression, and emotional as well as a rational one.
क्या बात है लॉरा, दम तो है तुम्हारी डेफिनेशन में। चलो, अब मेरी प्यारी जनता जान चुकी है कि सिनेमोग्राफी होता क्या है। अब चलिए मिलते हैं नतरंग के मशहूर कलाकारों से। इंट्रोड्यूसिंग यू द वेरी फेमस, द वेरी टैलेंटेड आरुषि ठाकुर राणा. She has directed and translated a William Shakespeare play called The Midsummer Night's Dream. मैं तो बहुत एक्साइटेड हूं, क्या आप हो? You better be. आरुषि, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर जॉइनिंग विद अस। बताइए, क्या आपको भी लगता है that sonography has been a very important part of your play?
Hello, everybody. Absolutely. I think scenography has been a vital element in every play, and to us, it was the key element because it helped us enhance its expression and made our play special. To be precise, I ensured to tick a few boxes before I moved into direction, namely set construction, scenic design, costumes, makeup, and definitely props. To begin with, set construction had quite an interesting role to play, as we decided to have a single set background that remains throughout and yet serves different purposes. Our scenic designer Shevya Singh will be able to tell you more about it. Apart from this, I ensured that our creative insights are visible on the set, and hence we used only paper and cloth to design it.
That's quite interesting, Arushi. And as you mentioned about your scenic designer, Shevya Singh, she's here with us. So Shevya, how was your experience with designing a scene with a constant set?
Hi all, thank you so much for having me here today. So when it comes to the set of the play, we made use of sock and buskin, the famous symbols of comedy and tragedy, for showcasing theatre. We also stuck handmade posters of a palace to depict the courtroom and made use of green chart paper along with artificial flowers and leaves to represent the forest. Our main aim here was to make the scene transitions as seamless as possible while also making it comprehensible for the entire audience.
Using the same set to depict 3 different places? Wow, that's amazing! अच्छा ठीक है, चलो अब सेट और सीन के बारे में तो बहुत बातें हो गई. Let's talk about characters and their appearance. We have with us Natrang's very own costume designer, Shivika. Shivika, please tell us, how did you plan to design costumes for this play?
Thank you so much for having me here today. and hello to all the lovely listeners. So, I was the costume designer from the Natrang team. The colors of the clothing was used to depict emotions many a times in the play. Like green was used in a character which was shown very jealous, and bright colors were used on groovy characters, the loud and outspoken ones, to depict their personality and their aura. Like the character Helena, she wore a beautiful yellow anarkali suit. And Hermia, she was wearing pink and green. The forest fairies had wings on their back, and their queen had a crown made out of flowers. Shiny jewelry and vibrant satin clothes were used for the royal characters, while for the commoners, pale colors and cotton clothes were used. Very funky clothing was used on the donkey to show a little stupid and humorous side of him, to add that humorous quotient in the play. Throughout the play, there was also a very intelligent use of head accessories. Like there were certain scenes in which numerous characters were there, but every single one of them was wearing a different kind of a hat. And even tiaras were used in the play. Overall, the whole costume designing took a lot of effort, but in the end, it was all worth it because emotions were being seen even when words were not being spoken.
Wow, यार, this keeps getting more and more interesting. अच्छा चलो, अब backstage members के ideas and plannings तो समझ गए. Now let's go to an audience member. जी हाँ, today we have with us an audience member who was present right there during the performance. This person will give us their analysis of the play and what they noticed that seemed to stand out. Of course, in terms of scenography.
One of the most important features of scenography that I noticed in the play was the intelligent use of makeup. There is not very heavy makeup, but they made sure that it justifies the character and sticks to a common man's perspective. For example, a royal touch was given to the royal characters, the common people were given a very minimalistic makeup, body paint was used for some of the characters on their bare skin to depict out of the blue characters and magic. Overall, different colors and makeup was done to make the characters stand out in a particular form.
देखा, ले आए ना आपके पास एकदम honest experience. चलिए, now let's move on to our last backstage member from Natrang, the production designer Shagun Dubey. Let's ask her कि उन्होंने कौन से props use किए and क्यों.
My role in the entire play was to ensure that props play an important part in the character development where it brings about their change in the emotions. The props used are character driven, which eventually enhances their roles in the play. I use daily wear like headphones and sunglasses to depict the modern. Besides this, turbans and wooden sticks for another dimension. Since our set construction was also majorly done by paper, most of the props like swords and daggers were also handmade. Another bit that extensively used props were fairies and their wings.
Okay, wow. I'm mind blown. That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Wow, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's show, which was all about scenography being a vital part in Indian theatre. Right? आज का session wasn't just a lot of fun, but also very informative. And let's have a huge round of applause for Natrang from Jammu for translating this play so well and bringing out its essence. अगर आप लोग इस play को देखना चाहते हो तो उसकी पूरी recording YouTube पे available है. Just go on and type Natrang Jammu's The Midsummer Night's Dream and you will find it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's show. हम कल फिर मिलेंगे. This is RJ Sanya Singh signing off, but you stay tuned in to 20.24 FM. सुनते रहो, थिएटर देखते रहो.